perhaps one of the greatest challenges that we face in pastors is just being out there by ourselves. We can be in the midst of a crowd, surrounded by people, and yet it can be a really lonely time, not having someone to talk to share with, to be able to just rely on as far as support. Every church that I've pastored through the years has had some sort of small group ministry. When I was in New York City, we had native language groups, and I would go to those groups, went to our Bengali care group, didn't understand a word of Bengali, and but enjoyed their fellowship time. The meal afterward, I'm sitting there, and the food is being prepared, and I'm taking my second bite of salad and had this overwhelming shout that came, "Pastor, no, stop." It was too late. There was this tiny little pepper about the size of a kind of a fork that was the hottest thing I have ever tasted in my life. It would have been cooler for me to take a hot coal off the grill and stick that in my mouth. So after an incredible amount of pain, there was also some significant laughter. I don't think there was another fellowship dinner or care group that I went to where somebody wasn't saying, "Hey, Pastor, you want a pepper?" But it was more than the food. It was the fellowship. It was knitting our hearts together and having opportunity just to talk and to share. So much different from what happens in formal settings where you're in a service or you're in a meeting. Just being able to let your hair down to talk, to pray, to encourage each other, to break some bread. It's really what Acts 2 is all about. When Acts 2 talks about the apostles going from house to house, breaking bread, sharing in the word, praying together, encouraging one another. And it says there was gladness, there was joy in that. I really believe that we need to enjoy being together. That's why we created the Excel groups, fellowship groups for our pastors. It wasn't that long ago that I had a pastor that was coming into a small group. He was very reluctant, showed up, and after some time together and sharing fellowship, he kind of disclosed to the group why he didn't want to come. Said, all this time, he said, I don't go anywhere because I feel like I'm a failure. I have not had the productivity. The church hasn't grown like I wanted to. And he said, after listening to everybody and all the prayer that we've lifted for each other, he said, I found out, I'm normal. It was a pretty interesting discovery and confession on his part. But you are normal. All of the stuff that we face together, we can do it better if we have each other. And that's, again, why we've given the resource of the Excel groups. If you're not contacted to join one of these, give me a call. We'll get you plugged into one, or we'll help you to start one. Because really, I believe with all of my heart, we are better together. God bless you.